The halls of the nation's capital are much quieter these days. Many congressional staffers now work remotely. There's limited in-person attendance at hearings. All reminders that the pandemic has shut down so much of the world.
Only population-wide immunity will stop the spread of COVID-19 and end the pandemic.
In the medical community, that's known as herd immunity. It requires at least 70% of the population to either have recovered from the virus or have gotten a vaccination.
For that, we need public trust in this entire vaccine project.
The problem is that several nationwide polls show about half of Americans say they wouldn't take a COVID-19 vaccine if one were available today. There have been some concerns about whether the Trump administration's Operation Warp Speed program is rushing the process, though health experts have said all the usual safeguards are still in place.
Please, don't write it off.
I spoke one-on-one with U.S. Surgeon General Jerome Adams.
Because it would be a shame if we had something that could end this epidemic, but people weren't willing to take it.
With so much public distrust, we wanted to find out if our elected leaders reflect the same skepticism of so many Americans. Over nearly 4 months, we contacted the offices of all 530 active members of Congress. We sent more than 1,000 emails to see if they would get a COVID-19 vaccine. We also took the question in person to some lawmakers on Capitol Hill.
Have you personally decided that if one is deemed safe and effective, if you would get the vaccine?
Yeah, absolutely. And I have every intention of taking the vaccine as soon as it comes out.
About 1/3 of lawmakers responded to us, despite months of our follow-up requests. Around 75% of those who responded said yes, they would get a COVID-19 vaccine. Around 16% weren't sure yet, and only one congressman's office said no.
This vaccine will be safe.
In September, Adams testified before Congress, urging lawmakers to take a public stand supporting the vaccine development process.
Use your bully pulpits to tweet, text, blog, and shout that vaccines are safe.
Do you feel it's the responsibility of our lawmakers to set an example for the public by being willing to get the vaccine once it is available?
Well, I think it's the responsibility of everyone, and all of us have a responsibility to promote a healthier community.
Many of the members of Congress we spoke with urged the public to consult with their doctors if they're unsure about the vaccine.
The confidence will come from the scientific community saying it is ready. No one should take my advice as an elected official.
The good news is up to everybody's opinion whether they want to take it.
Health experts say transparency in the process is key to get the public on board, with the hope of once again returning to normalcy, when the halls of the nation's capital may be bustling once again.
Now, for the lawmakers who told us they do have plans to get a vaccine, it's important to note that most said they want to make sure people on the front lines and those at high risk are getting it first. I'm Samantha Manning, reporting from our Washington News Bureau.